Alrighty, so this is the follow-up video to the HTML video. This one will focus on CSS or cascading style sheets. Alrighty, so we're just gonna get right into it. So to get a unique color and font for my headers, I added this right here. So I went to class selectors and I basically put text alignment. I wanted my headers to be centered. Color, I wanted them to be blue, and the font size to be 40 pixels. I played around with that a bit because I wasn't quite sure how 40 pixels looked. And then, as you can see, when you come down to H1 or heading 1, it says class and it will equal center, which means all the heading will follow this pattern. So my heading 1 and my heading 2 were identified as H1 class and an H2 class, okay, which was center. All right, and then to get my font color, font size, and font family for my paragraphs, I did the same thing for my paragraphs. I chose a color, which was purple, the font size 20 pixels, and the font family Arial. So all of my paragraphs that I selected in the body will have purple, the font size will be 20, and the font family will be Arial. I'll show you this in the end when I show you the video, the web page. Then to put my borders around the images, I just went to image borders. And again, this applies to all of my images. So I decided on a solid border, 5 pixels, red color. And I also put in the margins that I wanted around the images. So I did 100 pixels around each image. And with my background image, it was very difficult for me. I had to play around with this a little bit. I actually used an image. I copied the URL for an image and pasted it here. But what I found that helped to get the full background is to make sure that I said that I wanted the background size to cover. When I first did it, it was only doing half of the page, and then it was only doing a horizontal line across the top, and then I tried repeat, but cover seemed to work the best. So the extra things that I added was padding. So the padding is basically like a highlighted area, if I can explain it like that. So wherever I chose the background color for yellow, and then these pixels for the top, right, bottom, left of the page, and it's highlighted yellow behind the words, so it's highlighted. And then I also decided that I would float the images to the right. So again, I came down here. I actually was getting a bit confused, so I added it down here. And you float to the right. So all of my images are actually to the right of the page. I put float and right, and that was it. And then I also did positioning. So positioning is a little interesting because it's really, the headings are positioned relative to where they were originally. And that's basically all the changes that I made. So these elements made up this new web page. As you can see, the padding, the images floated to the right, and there you have it.